Hello buddy, what is up? This is Electrify. Today, well, I have covered pretty much everything on Geometry, you know? Seems like to me there's no more news that Rob Thomas came out of the shell and talked about. I mean, all I have last week was a top 5 list that lasted a couple of minutes. Uh, yeah, I literally got nothing, so, my job here is donezo. Thank goodness I don't have to talk about or mention 2.2 ever again. Oh, wait, what's this? A Wikipedia of more information on 2.2. God damn it! Well, let's get back on track because today we're going to be talking, discussing, and analyzing the remaining features you've probably never even heard of on 2.2. I dig up some work and I realized that I missed a hefty amount of information. Of course, keep in mind the topics I'm going to talk about are not entirely accurate, and some of these might not even be on the new update, so don't just trust these information 100% because I might be going on the left side of the field and just being completely off. So, let's strap our seatbelts and let's talk about these miscellaneous features and add-ons that barely got mentioned by RobTop. Also, this is probably going to be my last discussion video from RobTop unless if I manage to find more stuff, but besides that, let's begin. So, first that I have found is this weird ModChat that was kept away until players have found out what was all the hubbub about and discovered an unlisted ModChat level from RobTop. You can't really find the level as it was deleted from RobTop, but you can find the comments that RobTop have left out from the level. Of course, this was a way for moderators to chat around here and to discuss certain topics without being on a different third-party website while being private. And it actually worked pretty well. Oh, never mind, people found out about it. The chat didn't reveal a whole lot of information though. I mean, it was just piles of random things the moderators and elder mods said on it, so nothing too crazy or high to be put out there. Now, what's really hyped is this collab system that RobTop implied a while back. On the 18th of February last year, RobTop hopped on Nobleboy's stream when at the time Nobleboy was beating Bloodlust. RobTop then implied on a new collaboration system. He said that the system would be delayed due to being a pain to implement onto the game. I cannot find evidence on where this is placed, but there is a Wikipedia that intends to show that. Link to that will be in the description below. This is something that we all wanted to see from RobTop happening, and yes, although collaborations have already been made on Geometry, this just makes things way easier to manage and create. What I assume it would be like is to connect both or multiple builders onto an online database, and they can both work on levels together, or they can take turns building their own thing from a level requesting system, which, to be honest, I'm fine with both. As long as there is a collaboration system here or there, I'm happy to see it displayed as part of the new update of 2.2. On a daily level on Geometry, RobTop posted a comment on a level on the 23rd of January 2017. He said the following, quote, "Added some more secrets and secret unlocks, he. There's a top artist list to help people find custom songs," end quote. The first sentence he said might imply some vaults he's been working on. As for my first discussion video, he said that he would hide them pretty well, or maybe adding in some more unlockables for icons. Not gonna lie, I honestly can't wait to find these secrets hidden into 2.2 because really it makes the game more interesting. I mean, just imagine a secret way on one of the old RobTop levels that can unlock a new vault. Sounds far-fetched, but hey, it sounds pretty rad if you think about it. The next thing he said was that he will soon add a top artist to help promote custom songs onto the game. I find this one a pretty cool choice for him to add onto the game. It makes finding tracks music way easier than having to find a verified song off of Newgrounds. And believe me, this saves a lot of time. The only complaint of in this one is that it might spark up songs that would be overrated, but let's just hope it won't lead to that route. 7th of November 2017. Eric Van Wilderman, otherwise known as EVW, has planned and started a Geometry livestream for the viewers to see. RobTop hopped on the livestream and crammed in a few notes to bring out to hype. He said he may be adding unlockable death sounds in challenge mode, the mode that we already know as the online multiplayer function for GD. The challenge mode I've already talked about, but the thing that struck me was 3 words he said: unlockable death sounds. That's right, folks. RobTop has subtly announced unlockable death sounds that he would be available to Geometry in 2.2. Yes, he said may, meaning an implication, but since he accepted to make the concept of multiplayer, isn't it hard for him to add in some unlockable noises for deaths. And in my opinion, I find that pretty neat that he's making customizable preferences for players more diverse now, as we even get different death sounds now to choose. In case you didn't pay attention, Rob has revealed the camera controls on his platform remote preview. You'll notice that you can see backgrounds that we've never even seen before. This could definitely mean that RobTop has also implemented new backgrounds and possibly even Newgrounds for 2.2 that we can surely expect to see. I like these themes as well. I mean, the new desert theme for the background would be great for levels that are of course desert-like or stranded. And we can also get to see a rainforest-like background with trees on it. This is nothing too huge, but it's something I'm really looking forward to. RobTop commented on a daily level on February the 14th, 2018. He commented on how challenge mode would have different settings onto what people would prefer to play it as. This can control on multiple players, randomized levels, the amount of attempts they can have, and much more. And it's kinda nice to have settings on the challenge mode, you know, like it can be pretty cool to spruce things up as the mode can be a bit boring. Having a customizable settings to anyone's preference on matchmaking can make the game mode way more fun and intense. However, since multiplayer will be on the Geometry Dash, he says he's going to have to force to remove Force Smooth Fix as an option onto the update. On top of that, he also said he was going to add more chests on the treasure room on 2.2, which is pretty nice to have as well. 2 days after he had posted that comment, he made another comment on another daily level describing this whole new banning system for elder mods to take control of for hackers and no clipper, which is amazing to hear because we don't really want any more hackers to be added more and more into Geometry Dash. I mean, I'd say this is a great catch on Rockstar's side. It is a way to ban more hackers and thus making the community a bit much better. One worries is that, as I mentioned, is that I hope elder mods won't have to abuse the system and ban falsely accused players. It's not something that I fear a lot, but hopefully this system works out well. Next month of 2018, RobTop have announced an online and an offline indicator on players for their profiles. During one of the daily feature levels on Geometry Dash, RobTop replied to a question that was asked by GDGD, I know, confusing name, saying that challenge mode has an online/offline indicator on players. That's something. Which is a nice addition to have in case you want to look for players to play on with a new challenge mode. I think it's pretty cool as well to know if a person is active or not. What I recommend to add as well is to tell how long the player has been offline, which indicates how active and inactive the person has been, but that's just my opinion. On that same month, by the way, he commented on another level describing another system that he implemented. He said, quote, could also make it by invitation so you can invite anyone, even if they aren't a friend, end quote. What he's talking about, by the way, is obviously an implication towards the challenge mode as to where you can invite people to a custom online match, even if they aren't part of your friend list. This, I don't see a problem at all. I mean, it seems fair to have an invite button on people to invite them to matches on the challenge mode. But I don't like how he also included the option to people that aren't part of your friends list. Think about it. Like, it would be pretty difficult to play with a spam load of invites from random people if you were a famous Geometry Dash content creator. It's not going to be fun and not fair either, but I wish he would either take that off or have an option to hide notifications on invites. But other than that, I would love to see that appear on 2.2. Also, 2 things to note. Notice that you can see some new animated blocks in the trigger and orbs menu. I still wonder to this day what that could be possibly used for. And also another thing to note is that on the top left corner you can see a different frames per second counter to as we are used to right now. This could possibly lead to believe that we might have a frame per second option for both PC and possibly mobile players to customize, which is pretty rad touch by RobTop if it Okay, for real though, a new sneak peek from RobTop was released as of 10:30 PM EST of a new particle editor that had people interested and intrigued. This particle editor is fully customizable from start offsets to even changing the particles. Also on the particle screen you can even see particles that we haven't even seen before, which is quite interesting. This is most likely made for platformer mode, as on the same day he clarifies that platformer mode would be a separate game mode from the normal levels. This is pretty cool to me because I can definitely see how many users and creators can mess with this thing. I mean, you can make fountains, blood, and even electrical sparks coming out of gears and stuff, which can be really creative and intuitive if it's done well. And that's all the remaining features that I haven't mentioned before. Of course, the source that I used to create this video will be in the description below, but that's pretty much what we have missed. Lots of new stuff to be pumped about, yada yada, and we got more things revealed by Robta, so who knows how close we are to getting our hands on 2.2. One thing for certain though, it's that it could be possibly the biggest update yet on Geometry Dash, and I can't wait to see this unfold. But yeah, what are your thoughts about this update? Do you like or dislike the features mentioned here? Did I miss out on another information? Let me know in the comments below, and like if you liked the video, subscribe if you like some of the videos and you're interested for more, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye.